Yo, what is going on, guys? Here, my name is xBuzzerman, and today I got for you my top 7 new hero ideas for Clash of Clans. Now, these are not in any particular order. Number 1 is not better than number 7. It's just the way I chose to number them. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going over a conversation-style video where I ask you guys questions about a new troop idea that I proposed to you guys, and hopefully you guys can give me an answer, like balancing issues. These ideas are meant to be a conversation, so put in the comment section down below your opinions on the list or an additional new hero you want to add. Let's go ahead and get started and enjoy. For the first new hero, I would have to go with the Yeti. Now, the Yeti has been a very widely talked about troop idea, but I think it'd be better as a hero. Make this about level 20 and have a freezing ability. Now, the freezing ability would be overpowered, but if you do it or calculate it correctly, I think it could be very good for attacking, but not too overpowered. What you need to do is you'd be able to freeze the Yeti probably every 5 seconds or so. Whatever time interval would be balanced enough, it will be able to freeze one defense for one attack. So when a cannon goes off and fires that one attack, he'll be able to freeze it or block it, something like that. It could freeze it for maybe a second or so, something like that. We're going to have the freeze interval very short and the duration of the freeze very short as well. Also, the time between freezes would also be a little more prolonged than you think. He couldn't attack as fast as an Archer Queen. It'd have to be like a recharge moment. So that's the Yeti right there. Let's go on to the next one. The next troop I would suggest would be some sort of flying troop, whether it be a dragon, a beetle, a flying squirrel, something that isn't considered an air troop. It would have the same abilities as a dragon, where it basically just attacks everything. It has a power up like a hero, but it doesn't have the same extent of the hit points and the amount of damage it deals like a dragon. That would be overpowered. It'd have, I'd say, about the damage of what a balloon would have. A balloon has, I'm not sure how much damage it has, but it has enough to where alone it's not going to do as much damage, but it can still be a factor when raiding. It will have a lot of hit points, though. That's one of those things that I think it would have a lot of. It'd have the same hit points as, let's say, a barbarian king. So a flying troop, add a little versatility in it. Do not make it have enough damage or too much damage per second, because of the fact that it would eventually become overpowered with all those power-ups. Alright guys, for the next one we're going to have to go with some sort of Meatsteak hero. Now this hero would have a lot of good traits. It could jump over walls, something like that, and it'd be considered a Meatsteak. The downfall to this, though, was it would have to target a specific type of groupings. So you have things such as defenses, storages, collectors. I think it would be a storage minded troop. What could you do? Why would this be not overpowered? Because of the fact that you could literally put your storages on the outside, and that jumping effect or that Meatsteak effect would not really play into account. There's how you would go ahead and combat that. So it'd have a very narrow-minded attacking. It really wouldn't have many attack points, but it'd have a decent amount. I'd say about as much as 2 giants worth of hit points, and it'd be able to go ahead and jump over walls. I think that would be balanced enough, though, to say that it could be like a storage-minded troop. So this next troop is kind of weird for the fact that it has a very unique ability and the timing would have to be impeccable. Now this troop does not have anything special in regards to stats, but what is so good about it is it amplifies spells around it. What that means is basically if this troop is in a certain radius of a spell, that spell's abilities will be amplified not very heavily, but enough for about 2 to 3 seconds that it's in there. This troop would have probably the stats of a witch, to where the fact that it doesn't have enough damage to really do too much, but its ability is so good that it have to be very protected very well, and its ability would have to be used at the right time. You'd actually have to click on the troop's icon to use its actual ability. So this next idea I have is a little bit different. It is going to be a defensive based hero. This hero cannot attack or cannot participate in raids, but what it can do is it's basically just a defense. Now, what's so good about it is it might like heal the defenses, it might free some troops for a little bit, it could do something on the lines of that. I think this would be a good idea. It add a new aspect to the heroes. The hero could like pretty much jump all across the map. So it acts like the heroes on the defense. You can rest it up. I don't know why the point would be for resting it. Maybe you could like do something to where you just it could have its own abilities or whatnot. I don't know how the very specifics of it, but it'd be balanced enough to where it's not an overpowered defense. It'd probably be just I'd say about probably like a 1.5 times stronger than a hero or a regular hero you have now on the defensive side. A witch-like hero, it's not going to be a witch hero, but it's going to have the abilities of a witch, would be a really cool idea for a hero. If it added something on the lines of what a witch does with about the same amount of hit points as a archer, that'd be pretty dang cool. I'd say it could not do ranged attacks like a witch, but it'd constantly deploy new troops. It'd have about the amount of hit points, so it can't take too much damage, and the ability would be somewhat like an archer to where it can almost shroud itself to where it cannot be attacked at that time or not be picked up by a certain troop. It would be a close range troop, so it wouldn't be like a wizard to where it can, or archer or something that can shoot projectiles out. That'd be a little too overpowered. So something to where it deploys even more of an army. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, this is probably my most off the wall idea I have yet. But what we're going to do is we're basically going to go around and justify why it can be balanced, but then again, it can probably also be very unbalanced. This would be a troop that has a radius, and anything in its radius gets double hit points and double the speed. So it's like a rage spell. But, like I said, anything within the radius. So that means even the defenses would be able to shoot faster and double damage. That could be good for, that basically just speeds things up. But for your troops, that would be good because they'd have double damage to deal double damage to the defenses. It's pretty much just a speed up tactic right there. It's a rage spell for both the defense and the attacking troop. This troop would not have much, it'd probably have quite a bit of hit points, I'd say, so it stays in the map a little bit longer. I'd say it would be kind of like a hovering troop, so it wouldn't be attacked by spring traps as well. But like I said, if the spring traps are in the radius, maybe the radius increases. So it'd amplify basically everything around it. It'd be an amplifying troop. Alright guys, I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you did like these 7 hero ideas, please put in the comment section down below your list of your personal favorites, and if you have an idea for a new troop yourself or a new hero yourself. I'd definitely like to hear your opinions. Tell me your opinions on the balancing issues within all these troops. I know some of them could be overpowered, but what would be a solution for them as well? Most likely none of these will be actually implemented within the game, but if there was actually one that was implemented, that'd be a huge success for this video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Come check out my channel. I do a lot of unique Clash of Clans videos, I believe, that are a little off the wall, so hopefully you guys can come down, subscribe, definitely comment down below. I'd like to start some conversations up. I'll see you guys next time, and later.